and see. Subscribe on YouTube.
Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny. We've got C right here. Today, we are kind of doing a little bit of a extended version of our 30-second video.
Yeah. You know, in the 30-second video where we compared... What we're doing here is we're comparing Baker's 7-year-old, the new one, versus Baker's 7, the original. And in the 30-second review, I believe your tasting note of this was Play-Doh.
Okay.
That was the only tasting note that you got out.
Right.
And then I think I said musty. So the two tasting notes we got on the old Bakers were Play-Doh and musty.
Right.
So that doesn't tell you a lot.
No.
I mean, great video, don't get me wrong.
Oh, it's a classic. But
It's an instant classic.
but it deserves to get into a little bit more detail. I
You
would say.
deserve a little more
I'd say
detail.
we deserve it too, because like that was pretty like just
A little
whatever.
sloppy.
A little
It was a little sloppy. So we are going to compare the new Baker 7 and ours here. One thing I want to get off the bat right away is that our Baker 7, the new one, is 8 years and 6 months old. So that's pretty cool.
This is true. And then this one is a measly 7.
Does that one say anything on the back? I think the back has some info.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. My bourbon follows our Beam family tradition of putting our best secrets inside the bottle.
It just
Not
says
here.
7 years old.
Yeah,
though.
7 years old. Yeah.
Is that one single barrel? Does that one say single barrel anywhere? Because the new one says single barrel, and I know. So ours is 8 months or 8 years, 6 months old, and I was just in the liquor store earlier today because I'm always in there, and the one that they had in the liquor store at BC Liquor was 8 years and 8 months old.
Right.
So of course, different barrel, different age.
So this one is, it just says it's small batch bourbon collection. Specifically batch number B90001.
So that's small batch, but it's not single barrel.
Doesn't say single barrel, but what's kind of interesting is it does say, it tells you how to drink it, kind of.
Okay.
It says, please savor its smooth flavor over ice with a splash of water, or however you take your bourbon. So it doesn't really tell
So it
you.
doesn't
but,
say anything.
but I mean, that's, I guess, how they prefer it.
Or someone like
Or
yourself
somebody.
can just mix it with Coke Zero.
Yeah, maybe not with the Bakers, because it's a little bit of a hot commodity, this one.
Okay, well, so this one's the new one's 53.5, or at least this one is.
This is 53.5.
Okay, so they've got them. Yeah, it's not cast strength, but it's 107 proof. That's
I'm going to pour a little bit.
yeah. Are you gonna do outside glasses?
Outside, sure.
And we've mentioned before we do like the chunky nippular.
It's a good
cork.
nippler chunk. That's what they call it, right?
Nippular chunk. Yes, I believe that's a technical term.
Yeah, but I like the wide lip thing there too. Like it really.
Wait, you like wide nips and wide lips and big nips?
Exactly. It's like kind of. It's got a really really nice aesthetic to
That's
it.
so inappropriate.
Oh, we're gonna get
We're gonna get me
Jim
too.
Murray'd or whatever.
This Baker 7 is in our Dram Club this month.
That's true.
And thank you to Ray Daniel and Beam Suntory for sponsoring our Dram Club this month.
Again, yes. Thank you so much, Ray.
After this video, they'll probably disown us. That's fine.
They very well could. Okay, so maybe let's start with the old Baker 7. We've had this for a little while, but they're around the same level.
Yeah, they've gotten to the same
they've,
level.
They've oxidized and all that. We'll go with the old Bakers, 53.5%.
It's a fair fight.
Yeah.
Are we doing a nosing round first?
Let's do a noise. No.
Noise.
A noise and ring first. Okay, maybe this time I'm not getting as much Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Is that what I said? Play-Doh or plasticine or something?
Instantly I get that spiciness,
Yep.
like a little bit of heat, a little bit of pepper heat, a nice brown sugar.
I was going to say,
kinda.
like, the brown sugars are really prominent on this one.
But even a bit of a
I guess the heat is a little bit from the percentage of the alcohol, but like there's a little bit of that spicy. It's like if spicy brown sugar existed, you know?
well, I get a little bit of that marzipan-y almond kind of thing, like
True. Which is
This
kind of
one-
classic Beam.
well, it's. I was gonna say it's not the walnut though.
No,
Like,
but
Beam
still
is the-
there's a nuttiness
yeah,
to it.
yeah. Let's do the nose on the new one.
Okay.
Alright. Is it the same is the real question.
For me, not at all, honestly. Like, maybe it's just a different glass, and maybe the glassware is slightly different, but
I need a nose reset.
but I'm getting a little bit more peppery notes on this one.
Oh, I'm getting
little
more
bit
of
more,
a
like-
oakiness on
Yeah.
the new one.
But
But
I
it
think,
also has that sweet brown sugar molassesy. It's got a little bit of a like a rich, like a molasses depth to it. Whereas that one has the
it
original,
feels like it's got to be like woken up a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like
a sleeping giant.
yeah, like I think the percentage is maybe a little bit more prominent on the nose. Like it's a little bit more tingly on the nose.
The
but,
original one right now on the nose was spicier to me.
yeah, and I'm finding this one a little bit more. It's a different type of spice, like a little peppery.
That's exactly how I described the other one. To me, it's weird because like we're rushing into it to try and get some notes, but the longer you sit on it, the more that comes through, right?
Like maybe there's maybe a slight more brown sugar aspect to the old one, and then
oh, the must is coming through on this one. The old one, the mustiness is now there, like second round through. It's musty and it has that fermented note.
yeah.
I'm getting that fermented note.
Do you know what I'm not getting on the new one as much is the nuttiness as much. Like it's there, but it's just a bit more subdued. But like you said, it's starting to open up as you let it sit in your glass and you kind of rough it up a little bit. Like this actually deserves a little bit of oxidization.
Yeah, the original now to me, the original
Are you
one.
on the original?
Yeah, the original one to me, I'm getting that musty, malty with the spice, even a little bit kind of a like a dark fruit kind of thing going on there.
There's
Yeah,
also
a lot of
there's like a old cupboard kind of a smell to it too.
old mother cupboard.
Old mother cupboard's cupboard. Cupboard's cupboard.
Okay, this one now on second round
Yeah.
through, getting a little bit more like sweet tobacco.
And I'm getting like a cinnamon blast on this one now.
Yeah.
These are definitely opening
These are
up.
so different though. That took like I don't know how long this video is so far. It took like 2 minutes to open up, and now
But it's kind of a little bit more clovey, a little bit more cinnamony, and
not talk tonight.
and honestly, like the tobacco thing there too, but like the pouch tobacco.
Like sweet pouch tobacco.
Oh,
Okay,
like
that's
cinnamon
fun.
hearts.
Okay, okay,
Let's
okay.
let's flavor. Let's get to flavor country.
Let's get into flavor country here.
Okay, here we go.
Going down to flavor country.
Going
right.
down to flavor town.
All right, okay, sorry.
Doesn't
Oh,
rhyme
sorry.
at all.
Okay, the original. All right.
I'm trying to think of a rhyme with country, but it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, there's flavor country.
I do get like a bit of a bitter spice, and like again the mustiness is on the old one. To me, it's like a little bit, maybe not bitter, maybe it's like dry,
Dry. Yeah, because it's like
spice, and
the sweetness is
musty.
there, but it's like
Yeah.
a dry kind of sweetness. It's like when you're drinking like the difference between a semi-dry and a dry wine.
Yeah.
Like this one's kind of drier.
yeah, not bitter, dry for sure.
But I mean, again, 53.5%.
There's a little bit of,
There's a potency there.
I was gonna say it has that vaporizing cough factor where it's like if you inhale, it's like
Which I think, a lot of people that are wanting to feel something from their whiskey.
I just want to
Besides-
feel something in general.
Finally, this has been a tough year on people. You just want to feel a little something. So this is a good one for that.
Okay, I'm gonna palate cleanse to give it a fair fight here.
But on the finish is actually where I'm finding, because it starts kind of dry, but like the sweetness builds.
I just kind of rinsed away the finish, so I have no idea. I have no idea how it finishes.
How's the water finish?
Yeah, it's kind of watery. All right, here we go. Into the new one. Oh, you're right. I am getting like a cinnamon spice off. Cinnamon clove. Yum. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Instantly hits the palate sweeter. And
Yes.
Jim Beam walnut.
Yeah. Which is funny because
Right?
I wasn't getting it on the nose.
No, I
as
didn't get it
much.
on the nose. Like instantly, a little sweet
Do you know
walnut
what? That
sensation.
the flavor of this is like a star right now to me.
Yeah. I will say, if you hear any weird whimpering on the other side of this video, it is bedtime in the C household.
Right.
And I can hear on the other side of this door that it's dramatic out there.
Yeah,
It's
I think we're good because these little contact mics or whatever they're
well,
called.
we're happy to be distanced from what's happening over
Absolutely.
there.
So happy.
I'm happy.
Hey, this is happiness in a. Is it bad to say this is happiness in a glass?
Okay, so if
Okay.
Comparo though.
So far, if I'm being honest, the nose I was kind of digging a little bit more on this one, even though I was starting to get those cinnamon notes and, like you said, the tobacco. But I'm thinking the flavor on this one is just brighter and bolder. Maybe because it's newer in the bottle too, but it's also just like it is significantly different.
They're
you know,
different.
like they're not the same.
This one is mustier to me. There's
There's
something
also like
kind of fermenty and musty about it, whereas this one has a little bit more sweetness and
like a
bold.
really good like quality barrel. I think on this new one.
like the dryness is there, but this is a little bit on the extreme side of dryness. The original,
And like you said, the first thing that came out of your mouth is the sweetness is more up front. And I really do like that because it still has that. I mean, it's 53.5%. It's going to dry out. It's going to leave a dryness. But they're both relatively crushable in a lot of ways. But really good sipper. And we kind of joked earlier that like, maybe...
pick one. Your life depends on it.
Okay, I'm going to go with this one right here.
Oh, you get to live.
Yeah. How about you?
Desert Island Dram. Desert Island Dram. I'm going with this one.
Yeah, I think we both agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I mean, it's got the
The chunky nipple stopper.
chunky nipple stopper. I love that. Cool.
Great.
So is that all we have to say about these?
That's all I have to say. I don't know. Do you have anything else?
No, not really.
Good. Well, hey, click like, subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you to Ray Daniel and to Beam Suntory. And stay tuned for an upcoming live stream with Ray Daniel to do the Dram Club. We're going to run through a bunch of Jim Beam products.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Cool. Cheers.
Cheers.